Hi friends, in this video we are going to see the global axis system and working axis system. So in generally the global axis system is depends on the module. The working axis system depends on your part. So global will be remain same for all the parts. Working may vary depends on your part. So for creating global axis system, it will have default in the start part. So I will tell you how to create the start part. Mostly automotive OEMs will have the different types of start parts. For trim we will have separate, for sheet metal we will have separate, for transmission parts we will have separate. So it depends on the module, we will have the different types of start parts. So first I will tell you how to create the start part for trim parts. So I'm just going to give trim start part. So this start part nothing but it will have the geometrical set axis system by default. So whatever you want you can define according to your standard. So just I'm creating design. I'm changing this geometrical set name to design, and I'm going to create one axis system by using the coordinate points. So I'm going to create one coordinate point 0, 0. This axis system depends on the coordinate system. So this axis system name I'm going to change it to trim global axis. So whenever I'm going to create a part, new part, I will use this part as my default. So just I'm saving this part in my catalog. So I'm naming it as a trim start part. So my part is created by using the same part, or otherwise I'm going to create one new part. So for this one I'm going to take the same trim part. So already I have saved it. So this is already defined part. So I'm not going to use this axis system to create my part. I'm going to create one more working axis system. So the point which I can take this one, I'll create one point by using this default axis system. So my working axis system is here. So here I can define my XY direction. So I'm just keeping the same. Here I'm just renaming it to working axis XY system. Okay, I'm just hiding this axis system to avoid confusion. So my full sketch, everything will depends on so just I'm creating so I'm going to create one trim part 2.5. I'm keeping the thickness value of this part. I'm removing the so my part is created. I'm just going to create one cover on top of it. So this part is created. I'm just saving this part. So I'm creating, saving as. Actually, I have done one mistake. I just saved this part in this trim part itself. So you can change. Save file as. So I have saved this one. Once again I need to open the file, open. So I'm going to use the trim part. So by default I have. If you have used the PLM software, you won't get this issue. Just I'll tell you. So my trim box is opened. I'm going to create new part to cover this top. File open. Trim start part. I'm going to open. So here my default access system was there. Before that, what I'll do the save as trim cover. I'll name it as trim cover. So my global access system was here. Once again, I'm creating the working axis system. If you see, by default it is taking this value, so just I'm giving OK and inserting the axis system. My sketch I'm going to create it here. So just I'm going to create one cover, dimension of 50, on both sides. So 2.5 thickness I have created. Just I'm adding some fillet to these edges. So for trim parts, by default we can give 0.5 for the mold. So my cover part is created. Now I'm going to assemble these two parts. So already I have opened this part, just copy and this because of this part naming. So if you see, when I pasted this part, it is coming on the bottom location. The reason why is we created the part on this particular axis. So by using the same global axis system, the working axis system is changing. So if I correctly place my axis system here, the part by default without assembling, giving assembly constraints, it will be on location. In my next video, I will tell you how to keep this part on different types of assembly operation. Hope you have know about the global and working axis system. Thanks for watching this video.